Oogada boogada. Jordan, you said you had something happened to you. What's going on? Help? What?
Yeah, this
What happened to
morning,
you?
this morning, this morning, my dog scratched my toe, and it's now in a band-aid, and my toenail coming off, kind of.
Ow.
Yeah,
Very fun.
it hurts,
Oh,
and
that's
yeah,
it's not fun. It's also not much of a story. That was like less than 30 seconds.
it is a 30-second story.
It wasn't even
It's kind
30. It
of
was like
story, 30
26.
seconds.
I looked over when I started talking and it's at 29. It wasn't even 30 seconds.
Very nice.
Okay, but I've got a story, however.
Oh boy.
This is from a
All
while
right.
ago. I took a
A
note to
while
talk
ago.
about it. I think it was from.
Took a note.
I did. I emailed it to myself. I'm like, if we do it just talking, talk about this. This will be hilarious. So,
All
Aidan,
right.
you know the way
Emailed
my
it to
house.
yourself?
Yeah, I have 2 emails.
But why did you email it to yourself? That
way-
seems.
Now, it's smart because that way, whenever I would open up this, I would pull up my email and it would show there, and I would be like, oh yeah, that.
Okay.
So it actually,
All right.
look, it's a way of helping me remember because I have a terrible memory. So, I mean, look, it
You
All
could
right.
just put it in memo.
it worked.
Continue with your story.
Yes. So, we started closing all of the doors for our puppy because she started chewing on everything, but like worse than normal. And I can't
Yes.
watch her while I'm in
Shooting
school
is worse.
because of how large this room is. I can't see half of the room because it's at a bend. It angles out. It's an L shape. Just imagine an L shape. There you go. It's Tetris block. It's goddamn Tetris block. But yes, that's what it looks like. Because, okay, so for this, they took a square. Part of the square is my room. Okay, so let's say 2 by 2. You fill in one of the 2 by 2. And then, bam, it's a 2 by, well, okay, you know what I'm trying to say. You take like
Yeah.
a square, it's
Yeah.
2 by 2, you fill in one of the spaces, that's my room, and then now you get the shape of this room.
Okay.
Yes. It looks like they have something where they used to have a wall, but it looks like they knocked it down or something. Because otherwise, that little indent, anyway. Yes, that's what it looks like. So she will chew on things when I'm not watching. Because she knows she's not allowed to, so she sneaks over there. So we started closing all the doors. So the door to my brother and sister's rooms and the bathroom, which is where anyway. So that door has a lock, but it's not a normal lock. You have to push in on the handle and turn it right to lock it. Now, that makes sense until you don't know that's how it works and you go to push it in to close the door and you turn it right and it locks. I didn't even know it locked until this. So apparently someone, I don't know if it was my brother, I don't know if it was me. It could have been me because I didn't know it locked like that, and that's a stupid way of locking it. And I've caught myself doing it afterwards. I'm like, no, that's locked now. Fix that. So it got locked. And it has a key. It's got a keyhole. We don't know where the key is. We looked around, like we tried the keys on stuff. Most of the keys went certain areas. We spent 30 minutes looking for that key, and then we gave up. So I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll have to use the bathroom upstairs now. And I don't have access to my toothbrush or deodorant or shampoo or body wash or razor or acne products. I'm like, oh no, this is becoming a problem. So I walk into my room, and completely unrelated, I walk into my closet to look at the stuff I've got on the shelf. I turn left, and then it hits me, and I remember. Between me and my sister's room, there's not a wall in the closet because a pipe runs through for the water heater. It's open.
Why?
Because whoever designed this house wasn't thinking that part. I don't know. It's just the way it's made. Don't ask me. I'm not a house maker from the 70s. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's open. So I walk out of my room like, wait a minute, and I hear my mom say, wait a minute, like out loud, because we both went, hang on. And then we're just like, what if we go through there? So my brother's like, I'll go through there. So I need to move. So that closet, it's our storage area. That's where we put all of our Christmas decoration. It's a hassle to get stuff out of there. It's annoying. And so my brother
can
spends
imagine.
like 10 minutes looking for a flashlight 'cause he's like, I don't want to go through there in the dark. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's fair. That makes sense.
That is fair.
I'm also like, I have a phone with a flashlight, and he's gone looking for it. And I just like, okay, what if I do this? And like, I fit through it. I'm like, that seems ridiculous that I was able to fit through that. That seems so. I just walk through, open it, unlock it, and then everything is fine and dandy. And it's like, okay, moving on.
Okay, I'm back. My sister just got back with my D&D snacks.
Oh, she got back with your snack, and then like
Snacks.
2
D&D
weeks. It's like 3 weeks afterwards. I come downstairs, go to the going into my bathroom because I'm like, okay, it's late. I'll take a shower. I go to open the door and it's locked again. I go, God damn it! So I just go over to my brother and say, Hey, idiot! I was nicer then. I just said, Hey,
Go through
it's
there.
locked again. So he went through it and unlocked the thing. Jesus. I'm like, I'm so happy that was a thing. I thought it was stupid from when I moved in, but I no longer care because that saved me so much annoyance. Also because we don't have a key for that, and now we don't have to worry about it locking ever again. And so that was fun.
And now people can sneak in.
Ah, yes. They can sneak in where? Half of the downstairs to the other half of the downstairs? Dang, that's nice. If they get here, they're already in the house. They're not sneaking in anywhere.
That's true.
They had to get through a locked door to get in here. It's not sneaking in at that point. Because I guarantee you, they
True.
either got in through the locked upstairs door or the locked downstairs door, which is glass. Or, they opened it when it was unlocked, which means I'm sitting on my desk and I can see it. Like, it's right there. It's not even... It is right there. It's like it's not even far away. It's there. It's just that's how it is. Here, I'm going to send you a photo of what it looks
It
like.
is what it is. A photo.
Well said.
Got it.
Yes. So this is what it looks like from my desk. If I turn left, bam, there you go. It's the door that they supposedly snuck through, Jordan. How? How are you going to open that thing without A, my dog who barks at literally every noise barking at you?
Oh.
See, like that, except only less literal. And more literal.
They
at the
barked
same
at the
time.
vent once.
Yes, they barked at a vent turning on, and that made me laugh hysterically.
My dog got scared by a leaf falling on his head.
Your dog's an
He
idiot.
like freaked the frick out. He
Dog's
was like,
an
"What the
idiot.
frick was that?" Oh, he
Your
also
dog
killed
is-
a couple things. Did I tell you this? He killed a couple animals outside the
Continue.
backyard. He has killed a mouse, a bird, which I don't even know how he got the bird.
Carefully.
A bee. He got stung on his tongue. At least I think he did.
Stung tongue.
Stung on
Yeah.
his tongue.
My
And-
first dog
And he got a
his
spider.
tongue.
tried to eat a bee.
That's dumb. Stop trying to eat bees.
Well, mine
didn't
did
eat
eat a
it.
bee.
Didn't work. I mean,
My
it
bro-
did. but he
My
got
brother
stung.
walks in. My brother walks in and hears that's dumb. Stop trying to eat bees, and he's dying. He's dying.
Wow. So out of context.
The things he hears a third of our conversations. He's got to hear the stupidest things ever because all he hears is
That's
me
true.
speaking. And like the out of
That's
context things, hey, just don't eat bees. The other thing
Beat
that
'em.
sent him rolling Right, he walks in and hears that don't eat bees. Grass tastes bad.
Oh yeah, my dog eats grass.
Tastes bad.
Actually, dogs eat grass when their stomach is feeling upset. It helps them feel better. It doesn't help
that's what
with
my
the
mom
puke,
told
though.
me.
They still puke.
Yeah. Yeah, they
In
still
fact, I
puke.
think the grass makes it worse. It's like when you
It
itch
does make it
something
worse.
that itches. It helps until it doesn't. Murder documentaries. It was helpful until it wasn't. It's like, thank you for your
I
riveting
like watch
commentary.
murder documentaries like every day because there's nothing else to watch.
Jesus Christ, Jordan. There are so many other things to watch. That's
Yeah.
No, there isn't. That's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Until you browse through it.
Hey Jordan, have you watched Psych?
Yeah, if you watch
Psych.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, it's called a
Ma-
television program.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's this
No.
magical thing called TV.
magical thing. Oh,
Yeah, except nobody uses TV anymore. We
It's
just
the
stream
fifth
it.
dimension.
yeah, it's true. We do stream it. Why don't I just use that? Why don't I just use my streaming app on the TV?
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Aidan, when are we gonna stream? When are you gonna stream?
Give a state.
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
it depends on when people.
It's like me with the Among Us thing. I have no idea when we're going to do it. We still need more people for it.
Right. I don't know anyone else. I don't know who else it would be.
Exactly. I mean, I have a couple people, but like, well, literally a couple people.
Also,
I mean, I
anyone
know
listening,
some
so-
people, but I don't think they would be good fits.
That's the main issue. I know people.
Yeah, that's fits.
But it needs to fit our dynamic and fit what we want to do. Otherwise, they're going to be complete sticks in the mud, and nobody wants a stick in the mud.
Or
That's
in
true.
their ass. That's actually debatable.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna go for that, and then I thought, but some people might.
See, I was thinking of inviting my lifelong friend and another
That's just scripted.
guy. Huh?
Are you dating
Well,
this-
he's
are
from
you
my
dating
old
said person?
school. It's like from.
I'm just saying, the way you phrased that definitely sounded like you were married.
Oh,
My
Lifelong
lifelong
friend.
friend.
I'm
If you
sorry.
catch my drift.
I don't think anyone's catching anything. You're
That's probably Angel Dust. Anyways,
I sure hope you don't catch
Oh.
a drift. Don't catch a drifting car. That's painful. They
Catch
will
it.
run you
Not
over.
if you do it right.
drifting car.
Deja vu. Multi-track drifting.
gas. There he goes.
Don't catch a drifting car. They won't stop. Why did you chuck my
You did.
chapstick? A dog's gonna eat that. Go grab it, Connor. Tally, no. You eat those. You stay there. Anyway, the chaos
Stay
that
there.
is the downstairs, that is my zoo. I'll kill you, cunt. That is my zoo. Yes, it's also the chapsticks that Tally likes to eat more. I'll kill you. Give me my
I'll
chapstick.
kill you. I'll kill you.
Kill you.
I'll kill you. You're never walking again.
Listen here, you listen.
Listen here, you
Look at me and say what you said.
Look at me and say what you said. Adult,
Adult
Backpack.
Backpack.
you're never walking again.
You're never walking again. And then he comes back with a
A
black eye.
black eye. Yeah, it's
Gross.
amazing.
That's amazing. Things are amazing.
There now it looks less like a cluster for you all to look at. I'm just showing them our Discord chat, so if I have any images I want to share with you all, it will include them in the thing.
Oh yeah, show him the picture of me and Aidan.
Oh yeah.
Oh
me and
yeah,
Aidan in
that.
the screen booth.
Hold on.
It's all the way
That
up.
field
Like,
trip
yeah.
was a hell of a trip.
Yeah.
So this was in
Deadpool
eighth
shirt in the
grade,
background.
right? 8th grade.
It was in 8th grade, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was 8th grade. Those two were grouped together. I was not. I was in a different group.
Which was sad.
It was all right. I enjoyed all the people in my group. They were all funny. It was fine. It worked.
We
It was
did
a good
run
day.
into each other.
We did quite often.
Yeah, we
orchestrated
did.
it. Every time
Weren't
we
we
came
in
across
the
each other,
game
like stick
place?
together. And then
Weren't we in the game place and then
There
we
was
just
a-
played?
yeah,
Okay.
so Aidan,
Yeah.
how about you tell the story of how this happened? Because you were there.
Okay.
Out of the three of us,
So-
why am I telling the story? I'm the only one who wasn't
That's
there.
true. You're the only one that was there. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just a better storyteller.
So we went to this place, and at this place,
Never mind.
there was this place.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
The place was called
there's
the
this
second
booth.
place, not the first place. The second place that was inside the first place. It was called the Screaming Booth.
Aidan, I'll kill you.
Although that place is inside of another place, which is like this whole horror themed area.
Oh,
So
look
this
at that,
Screaming
Aidan's gonna
Booth
get
basically.
Whoops. I guess I'll tell the story because he apparently doesn't speak. It has nothing to do with this
I can
check mark
tell
on
the
the
story,
mute button.
baby.
I'll kill you.
But he's the one who let out the scream.
Speaking of screaming, I mute him and I just hear. Okay, so let me tell the basics of the story. So, it is what month was this? It was
I don't
cold.
know
so-
what it was.
I'm thinking it was
It
like
was- it
February
was like-
or something.
February. I don't think it was February. Isn't it like March or something? I don't think it was March.
Oh, there it goes.
Maybe it
Yeah.
was.
What is with super fun field trips being in that time of year? I'll tell my jazz field trip later. Brian knows about that one. He was there. Anyway, so 8th grade, we went to Mopop because they were having an exhibit on
But it was
fuck. I forgot the
Uh,
musician's
no.
name now. I was thinking of it
The
earlier.
musician's
I completely forgot now.
Oh,
They were having an. What was that? What was that? I just hear crash. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, he's on my keyboard right now. Or
Who
he's on my
is?
computer right now. My dog.
What? Okay.
What?
What is happening? What?
I would understand a cat, but your dog?
Why is your dog on your keyboard? With the bark that your dog has, I'm expecting it to be the size of my dog. That's not small.
It isn't small. He's huge.
Then how did they?
How are they on your keyboard?
What?
This desk is small.
Then how are they on the desk?
That just makes it
If
worse.
it's a big dog, how are they on a small desk?
You know what? Just continue on the story.
Cop out. Anyway, yes, 8th grade. It was like February, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. We went to Mopop. It's a music and pop or whatever. It's movies and pop. Fuck it. Who cares? It's an acronym. Moving on. But yes,
music art and like movie art. Something like that.
knows? It's like pop culture. Anyway, so we go there. We are walking around. Aiden's like, hey, there's this thing called the Screaming Booth. I'm gonna go try that out. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to yell. Boy, I didn't like yelling. Boy, has that changed hanging out with these two over the years. Nobody cut to the beginning of Yakuza.
The beginning of Yakuza.
It's been 5 minutes. Everything's falling apart. It's not my fault. It was.
All right, so me, Aidan, and someone else went into the booth. Who else was in the booth with us?
Everybody, we all went in the booth.
Yeah, it was your whole group.
No, not the adults though.
No, they were there too.
The adults didn't know. They were outside the booth, but they weren't in it.
Well, I mean, there was only
They might have
one,
watched
right?
us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought there was only one adult per group.
Yeah, and
yeah, there's-
I'm pretty sure they came in.
Okay, that detail's not important. So it screams. And I'm sorry, I looked in your head again, Aiden.
So they screamed.
So the whole thing. Hold on, I'm gonna pause for a moment, and when I'm done laughing, and pop back up.
Gosh,
All right, I'm better.
my throat hurts.
So yes, you would go in. The whole idea was you would scream, and it would measure how loud you got because it was a horror exhibit. That's what it was. That's what was there in that section. It was a horror exhibit. So you would scream.
I already said
Like
that.
Aidan
I don't know
and
if you said it.
Ward.
I'm covering my bases. But yes, it's a screaming booth. It would measure how loud you screamed, and it would take a photo. It would take a photo. Of
We'd take a photo, like.
and Aiden managed to get 2 frames of his head. It doesn't make sense. What motion was he
That's
making
just
when
a
he
testament
screamed?
to how loudly I scream.
And Jordan was absolutely stoned by the looks of this. And those are my that's their photo in my contacts. Both of those.
Each one of those.
The faces are perfect.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
I. He let out the girliest scream, though.
I know, I heard that.
It was very.
Because the
so-
person who was with you, whose name I'm not going to say because that's not important to the story, she walks out and
Yeah.
she's like, your friends are idiots. I'm like, oh yeah, what about it? And he's like, they're like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
released the girliest
Yeah.
scream I've ever heard. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Aiden? She went Aiden. And I
I'm
went,
so
all right.
glad we saved that photo.
I'm so happy I was sent the photo. You don't understand. I had to sit down. I was laughing so hard when he showed me that. Because I'm like, okay, that's a funny photo. And then I look up and try and figure out how he got 2 frames of his glasses. It doesn't make sense. How did you pull that off? Oh my goodness.
He lives in a different time zone. Let's just say that.
All right. I think I'm going to end this one here, and then we'll start the next one talking about the jazz field trip from last year. Because that's going to be a
Alright.
whole one on its own.
All right.
It was ridiculous.